Now, let's add in the second player. So dot lane drive. And this is a phrase that is a accumulation of a lot of different talks amongst staff. And a lot of people phrase it middle lane drive. We were looking for something a little bit more specific. So Dan Heinold, my associate coach here, came up with the phrase dot lane drive. And what you're trying to do is you're really manipulating the outside defenseman. So you're aiming for that defenseman's heels, trying to make him uncomfortable. And the reason that we aim for the dot lanes as that second, with that middle lane drive, is to test that weak side defenseman. So if they're in a slide system, that weak side D, it's a really far way for him to travel. He doesn't want to go that distance to get all the way outside his dots and have both defensemen logged onto one side of the ice and around one line of longitude on the ice surface. So through that dot lane manipulation, you end up having picks and different little give and go options. And then we're going to talk about a badge of honor amongst our team, a cultural item called the lead dog. Dot D manipulation, aiming for the heels. And this is the precision that you're looking for. Is Judd Caulfield kicks it out to Hughes on the weak side of the ice, and now this is his destination right here. It's right off of the defenseman's heels. And there's a brief moment of hesitation from this defenseman. And that's all you're looking for, because that brief moment of hesitation is the difference between this stick being up a quarter of the way up Jack's shaft on his stick or being reported down to ice level and being able to break that play up. Now, Judd's rewarded here. He goes off the defenseman's heels, and now it's straight back to the net front. Another look at dot D manipulation. This time it's going to be against a slide team. So work off the heels. Defenseman is going to slide, forcing this middle defenseman, the weak side D, to decision time. If he goes with Boldy too early, that opens up our weak side defenseman, Case McCarthy. Zegras will find him all day. So if that defenseman waits and then waits for the pass and then goes after Boldy, that's all the time Boldy needs. So defenseman ends up sliding, but there's the lane. And that hesitation, that brief second, is going to cost the goal. So here's some pick options that come from the dot D manipulation. Skating right at the defenseman, just go ahead and take them right out. Go into your skate, go into your glide, all right, and make it incidental. Pull, drag, rip. You can also go with stick lifts. And what this will do is you see it opens up a little passing lane, but it's right at this guy's legs, right at his back heel. And then here's your passing lane that opens up. Cole's a shooter, so he's not passing, but it was a great idea. And last one, quite a bit of brawn and sandpaper and silk to Alex Turcotte's picks. Everything that he does has a fair amount of flair to it. And he's going to go ahead. He's going to take this defender's stick out with his tripod, goes right into that glide. He's got the stick. He's got the power position. Stick's gone. And once again, you're off the heels and then back to the net as soon as you possibly can. If we connect the dots, he's got a wide open net. So with attacking the dot D, also opens up some really cool give and go options. This time it's Zegras and Hughes. They're going to run a quick give and go. Zegras and Boldy. So you slide it past that dot D man and then jump around him. Z to Boldy, rips it. Turcotte and Caulfield. Once again, slide system. This D man, as the weak side guy, he doesn't want to venture all the way out to the dot. He's not trusting the forward. There's a little bit of offensive gap here in proper positioning by our defensemen who joined the rush. So this D-man isn't comfortable leaving home. You slide it, and then you jump around and find that give and go. Last clip there is John Beecher, and we finally get a goal out of this. We slide it past Michael Gildon to Beecher over here. Look at the distance that weak side defenseman has to travel to get over there. He's partially in, partially out, which leaves them the middle of the ice vulnerable. And finally, we get one to go past the goaltender.